Welcome. Thanks for joining me. Today's flow is going to target the outer hips, the hamstrings, and the hip flexors. So we're really going to get into those areas. It's going to be a lot of repetitive movements, a lot of repetitive coming back to those muscles again to allow yourself to go a little bit deeper into them. As always, move mindfully with your breath. No woulds, coulds, or shoulds. We are going to start on our back, so you can have maybe a rolled up blanket or a towel underneath your back. You can always go the blocks if you'd like that, but that's where we're going to start our centering. Do make sure you have your blocks, that blanket or towel, and your strap. Strap is a big thing. If you don't have a strap, grab a long towel, your robe, belt, whatever you need, a belt out of the closet. But we're definitely going to be using something around our feet. So take some time to settle in, and I will see you on your back. Enjoy the flow. Full inhale and let it go. See if you can take those arms a little bit wider. And then wherever your legs are, see if you can take your legs, bend your knees to begin. Take your feet wide and let those knees knock in. And then take another full inhale. And let it go. Arrive into the space, onto your mat, into your body. Connect with the sounds, the smells, the temperature of the air. Just allowing yourself to become more and more present with every passing breath. Take another full inhale. Feel that chest rise and expand. And then as you let it go, let those shoulders drop away. Dropping into that physical body. And as you drop into that physical body, a little adjustment for the legs. Take the knees to the ceiling. And then heel toe those feet together. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let those knees drop open wide. And then just scan from head to toe. Shoulders to fingers, just acknowledging where you are in your body today. Any areas of injury, any fatigue, any tension. Acknowledge those areas. Be mindful as we move today. A lot of repetition in our sequence. So a lot of getting into the hamstrings, the quadriceps, the outer hips. A lot of repetition. Go into it mindfully. Don't go into your deepest pose right at the beginning. Allow the body to lengthen and open as you use your breath to deepen the poses. And take another full inhale. And let it go. Going a little bit more inward, but before we do, adjusting those feet again. Allow the knees to come back up to center, heel toe those feet apart. And if it's okay in your body, start to straighten those legs. If by straightening the legs, it does not feel good in your low back, keep them bent. And then tune inward. Moving into that mental and emotional state. Notice your thoughts, the emotions attached to those thoughts. Give all of that some validity. Give all of that some loving kindness. And then starting to detach. Allow yourself to let go of anything that's not going to serve you in a positive way right now. Any distractions. Give that a little bit of extra loving kindness. Send it away. And dropping yourself more and more into the present with your body, your breath. And being in this present space. Start to lengthen and deepen your breath here. Settling in on that intention of being in this present space with your mind, your body, your breath. Being in the present today for our practice. Tuning that awareness into those hips, the hamstrings, and what thoughts bubble up when we get into those outer hips. Take one hand to your lower belly, one hand to your heart center, and we'll set that intention with that sound of Om or a sigh of the breath. Exhale fully. Inhale. And as you exhale, continue to breathe nice and full, but take those knees, bend your knees once again. And then start to draw your chin to your chest. So you're leaning up a little bit. So you're leaning forward. If you have something under your back, keep it there. Take your arms in front of you. Take your right arm over your left arm. Give yourself a big hug. So rounding into it. And then just rock from side to side. Chin to chest, rocking, whether you're on the floor, on a bolster, on a block, you're going to feel a little bit into that mid-back. Continue to breathe. Good. And then as you inhale, take those arms back up to the sky. And then as you exhale, take that left arm on top of the right. Give yourself a big hug. Good. Round up a little bit more. And then rock a little bit from side to side. Use your breath, inhaling and exhaling. Just kind of getting into that mid-back to begin. Good. Come back to center. Reaching those arms forward. If you have anything underneath your back, round down into those elbows so you can prop yourself up. Remove yourself that strap from underneath you and lay all the way down onto your back. Good. Pausing there on your back. Just kind of notice how this feels. Nice big inhales and exhales. And then taking that strap. Hopefully you have that little loop that you've created. But you're going to take that strap around the right foot, the ball of the foot, extend that leg up, and just kind of bend and straighten into that leg a little bit, right? Let gravity take over, let your arm be heavy. Let your shoulders be relaxed. Let your breath be full. But you're just kind of tapping into that hamstring there. Good. And then straightening that leg as much as possible. Again, your straight might be more toward the end of your mat or toward the ceiling. But just really pressing the foot up, extending the leg as much as possible. Just take another breath here. Notice if you've tightened anywhere, like the shoulders or jaw. As you exhale, relax that. And then taking that leg out toward the right. And keep going until you feel that inner groin engage and pause. And then even to let that left knee drop out to the side a little bit so you can keep that left hip on the ground. And again, you can bend and straighten into that leg that's extended, just kind of getting into the inner groin a little bit deeper. And again, see if you can relax through the neck, jaw, and shoulders. Nice full breaths. Good. Put a little bend back into that knee, and then bring that leg all the way back up to center. Good. Straighten the leg. See how that feels. And then take the strap into your left hand. Take that leg just a little bit across your body, right? So just so you can get into that outer hip. And again, bend and straighten into that leg, getting into that outer hip. So we've gotten inner groins, we've gotten hamstrings, we've gotten outer hip. And come back to center. Pause there. And then from here, you're going to take the strap back into your right hand. Roll on to your left side. So taking that right leg out in front of you, so you're on your left side, use your left arm as a pillow. And then keep holding onto the strap. You're going to bend your right knee. You're going to continue to bend it until you can grab your right ankle and then draw your right knee to the end of your mat so you're doing that quadricep stretch. Roll the shoulders back. Good. Breathing into that front of the body. Nice big breaths. And while you're there, take that strap off the foot and then release the foot, bring yourself back onto your back. Take that right ankle, bring it over your left knee. And just kind of press the ankle into the knee, send the knee away and toward your face, away from your face. Just kind of moving that hip in that external rotation. Just kind of getting into a little deeper into the hip with your breath. And then keep the knee away. Start to draw those knees to your chest, wrapping your hand around that left thigh. And then as you do that, lean a little bit more into that left side and send that right hip a little bit more toward the end of your mat. Flex both of your feet, so push through the heels. Relax through the shoulders as much as possible. Good, 2 more breaths here. And then as you exhale, slowly release that left foot down. Place the right foot down. Take both knees into the chest, squeeze them in. Good. Ankle circles to the right and to the left with your ankles, like you're drawing big circles with your big toes. And then take that right foot, place it down, take that strap again, place it around the ball of the left foot. And then once it's there, just kind of bend and straighten into that leg, right? Just kind of tapping into the hamstring. See if you can lengthen your tailbone toward the end of your mat. Relax your shoulders. Have your movement follow your breath. Good. And then holding here, nice straight leg, engage through that leg. Relax the neck and jaw. Then take that leg out toward the left. So lengthening it out toward the left. Let your right knee kind of drop out to the right. And again, bend and straighten into that left leg. Just a little bit, just kind of noticing the difference, getting into that inner groin. Maybe the back of your leg, a little bit more of the hamstring. Good. On your next inhale, take that leg back up to center. Good. Pause there for a moment. Nice straight leg. And then take the strap into your right hand, taking that leg across your body just a little bit to begin. Good. So just getting into that left outer hip. And again, bend and straighten into the knee. Just so you can feel when it's engaged and when it's released. And sometimes that bent knee position feels pretty good. You get a little deeper and that straight leg, just kind of that big conversation. Then bring that leg back up to center. Take the strap into that left hand again. And then roll yourself all the way over onto your right side. Good. And then slowly start to bend the left knee until you can reach your ankle, grabbing into that quadricep. Draw the knee to the end of your mat and roll the shoulders back. Just finding that nice little stretch through the front body. Quadricep, hip flexor, shoulder. Nice big breaths. Good. And releasing that strap. Bringing yourself all the way back onto your back. Taking that left ankle over the right knee. Good. And from here, press the ankle into the knee. And as you inhale, send the knee away. Exhale, draw it back toward your body. Inhale, press it away. Exhale back. Just nice and easy. Getting into that outer hip a little bit deeper into the different layers of that outer hip. And then the next time you send that knee away, pause. And then start to draw the knees toward your chest, grabbing onto the back of that right thigh. Lean a little bit into that right hip and send that left hip a little bit further forward. Flex both of your feet and take nice deep breaths, trying to bring the tension out of the neck and jaw. Two more breaths here. And as you exhale, release that right foot to the ground, left foot to the ground. Take both knees, hug them back into your chest again, and then point and flex through the feet. Nice deep breaths. And then as you're ready, hugging those knees, maybe rock and roll on the spine. Maybe come all the way up on sideways, but come all the way up to find a cat-cow position. So come to those hands and knees. And find a few rounds of cat-cow on your own, just nice and easy, getting into the back body here. As you find that little rounding. I'm going to take one more, just of this natural or this normal cat-cow, and then come to a flat back. Take your hands and cross them. So take your left hand toward the right side, your right hand toward the left side. Your hands are going to be kind of close because your arms are going to be a little bit closer to your knees. And then again, cat-cow. So as you inhale, find cow. As you exhale, round, find cat. Good. One more like that. And round. Good, come back to center, switch the hands around. So just take that left hand, swing it around behind the right. Good, press down, and then find cow. Exhale, find cat. Again, inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Good, bring those hands back to normal. And then from here, you're gonna bring that left knee to the center line. Take that right knee, slide it behind any little bit. And again, cow, cat, find cow, round into cat. Squeeze the inner thighs of that cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, squeeze inner thighs. Good, come to neutral. Taking that left knee, bring it to the center line. Take that right knee, bring it behind the left. Good, and again, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat, squeeze those inner thighs. Again, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, round. Good, come back to neutral. Bring those knees back to neutral. Find one normal cat-cow. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, round. Good. Inhale. Tuck those toes. As you exhale, find downward facing dog. Take a couple moments, pedal the feet, shift the hips. Taking your time to explore hips, hamstrings, upper back. And just kind of breathing into it here for a couple more breaths. Exhale fully here. As you inhale, take that right leg, lift it to the sky. Exhale, heel to bum, open it up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw knee to nose, step that foot forward, and let your back knee come down. Good, slide those blocks back so you can find that little flowing in and out of this. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, bend deeply into that front knee. And as you exhale, shift the hips back, straighten that front leg. So we've been here before, just kind of getting it again into the hips, hamstrings, breathing into it here. Nice, slow breath, slow movement, just kind of checking in. Good, the next time you get to that bent knee position, pause. If you're pausing in that bent knee position, walk the blocks back a little bit more or bring your hands to your knee, roll the shoulders back. Good, and then press so much down into those legs that if you wanted to straighten the back leg, you could. But if you're comfortable here, stay here. If you want to add on a little bit, take those arms to the sky. Press the palms and bend the elbows, and then squeeze the elbows toward your head. Good, take another breath here. And on your exhale, release those hands all the way back down to the blocks. And then wiggle that front foot forward just a little bit and shift the hips back, straighten that front leg. Good, breathing into it here. Pull the chest forward, press down into the leg. And as you inhale, take those right toes, draw them toward the right a little bit. So get into that outer hip a little. Good, bring them back to center. Good, as you bend back into that front knee, pause. Good, roll the shoulders back, bring those hands to those blocks, and then take your back knee and just bend the knee just a little bit, right? So bend the knee, point through the toe, let those hips drop forward. So we're not really grabbing on yet, we're just kind of engaging into the hamstring and the quad. Even if your foot lifts 2 inches. So lean forward more, it might lift a little higher. And as you exhale, release it down, tuck the toe, walk the blocks forward, plant the hands, and you're going to take that left hand to the ground or to the block, right arm's going to reach to the sky, find a twist. Good, roll the shoulders back, big inhale. Good, and then as you exhale, reach toward the back of your mat and see if you can bend your back knee again. Maybe your hand finds your heel, maybe it finds your ankle. You find that little deeper quadricep stretch. Good, take another big inhale here. Exhale. Good, inhale, release the grip if you have it. Exhale, circle that right hand down to the floor. Plant the hands straight in the back leg, step it back, downward dog. Good, take a big inhale in dog. Exhale. Inhale, rolls you forward, plank. Exhale, lower knees or toes all the way to the floor. Ground through the toes, ground through the pubic bone, reach the hands back. Inhale, lift the hands. Exhale, if it's okay for you, hover the feet. Good, take another big inhale here. As you exhale, ground the toes, hands by your chest, elbows bent. And then tuck the toes on your inhale. Exhale, press back knees. Hips to heels. Before your hips get to your heels, lift those hips, find downward dog. Big inhale. And exhale. Inhale, left leg reaches to the sky. Exhale, heel to bum, open it up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw knee to nose. And step that foot forward. Good, back knee is going to come down. Grabbing those blocks. And again, bending and straightening into that front leg. So as you inhale, roll the shoulders back, open the front body. And then as you exhale, shift it back and straight. And inhale, bend and open. Exhale, shift and straighten. I'm going to take one more round here. And then when you get back to that bent knee position, pause. And again, you can pause here, breathing into it here, or bring your hands to your knee. So whatever feels good for you. So you're pressing down so much that if you wanted to, you could stand up into those legs. It's really opening the front body. And then either stay here or start to take those arms to the sky. Press the palms, reach those palms back, and then your elbows tend to go wide. See if you can squeeze your elbows toward your head as you open the front body a little bit more. Good, big inhale here. And as you exhale, hands come all the way down to those blocks. Good, wiggle that front foot forward a little bit, and then shift the hips back, getting into that front hamstring. So maybe even walk the blocks back a little bit more so you can lengthen the spine, press into that front leg, and then take that right hip, draw it toward your front leg. So your right hip likes to escape, bring it forward. And then maybe take those toes, draw them out to the left for a couple breaths. And bring the toes back to center. And then bending into that front knee. Wiggle that foot back. You're going to take the hands, plant them down. And then that right hand's going to, oh, nope. Walk your hands back to those blocks, sorry. Keep your hands on the blocks. Lean into it. Good, roll the shoulders back and then bend that back knee any little bit. Point through the toe. You're just getting into that hamstring, finding a little bit of strength. Breathe. Good, and then release that foot down. Now take the blocks, walk them forward. Right hand's gonna stay down to the floor or the block. Left arm's gonna reach to the sky. So find a twist. Good, find your twist, breathe into it. So you can stay here or take that left hand, reach it to the back of your mat. Start to bend that back knee again. Maybe you grab your heel, maybe you grab your foot. And then find those hips a little heavier, getting into the front of that quadricep. Breathing. Big inhale. Exhale, release. Circle that hand back down all the way to the floor. Straighten the back leg, find downward facing dog. Good, big inhale in dog, bend both knees. Exhale, straighten both legs. Inhale brings you forward plank. Exhale, lower knees or toes all the way to the floor. Ground the toes, ground the pubic bone, reach those arms back. Inhale, lift the chest and hands. Exhale, hover those feet. Good, another inhale here. Exhale, feet down, hands by your side. Inhale, tuck the toes. Exhale, press back knees, hips toward heels, and then lift those hips downward dog. Big inhale here. And exhale. Good, as you inhale, take your feet, make them a little bit wider. We're gonna go toward the back of our mat. Good, bend into those knees and start to walk your hands toward the back of your mat. So your feet a little bit wider. And then once you're there, hands can be at knees or shins, but just kind of bend and straighten into the legs. Kind of getting into both hamstrings. And then pausing there with straight legs. Lengthen the chest forward. Good, nice, long, deep breaths here. And then as you exhale, fold over those straight legs any little bit. Relax the head, give a little nod, yes. A little shake, no. Good, pressing down into those legs as you inhale, come all the way up, reach through those fingers. And then exhale, hands release. Good, pausing here at the back of your mat. You're gonna draw those heels slightly in, toes slightly out. And we're gonna do some past and salutations. We're gonna add in that little low squat, that Malasana squat. So go as low as you feel. We're gonna do it 3 times. Exhale here. As you inhale, take those arms up. As you exhale, fold, bend the knees as much as you need. Inhale, long spine. As you exhale, find a low squat. Good, take an inhale here. As you exhale, fold, straight legs. Good, inhale, long spine. Exhale, find that low squat. Good, take an inhale here. And exhale, fold. Good, inhale, long spine. Exhale, squat. Maybe you go a little bit deeper. Take an extra inhale here. And exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. Folding over those straight legs as you exhale. Press into the legs. Inhale brings you all the way up. Good. Exhale, release those hands. Good. From here, slowly walk yourself to the top of your mat. Once you're at the top of your mat, you're going to ground down into your feet. Right foot stays where it is. As you inhale, take that left knee up toward your chest. Exhale, rotate the left knee to the side. Inhale, bring that left foot into the right leg, the tree pose. Hips press forward, tailbone lengthens. Excuse me. And arms start to reach. Good. Press leg into foot, foot into leg. One more big inhale, so finding that engagement in the outer hip. Exhale. Good. As you inhale, take that left knee to the side. Exhale to center. Good. And then slowly inhale, reach that left leg to the back of your mat. Good. And reach through those arms, finding that high lunge. Good. Breathing into it here. Tailbone lengthens. There can be a little bend into that back knee, so you get a little deeper stretch into that quad. Good, big inhale here. Exhale. Good, as you inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale, hands to your hips. So you can take that back foot, walk it out to the left a little bit and ground the heel. So you have space between your feet and your heels widthwise. Re-straighten that front leg and then lengthen forward. Good, pull the chest forward. Nice big breaths. Don't worry about how far you go. You're just getting into that front leg. Breathing. Good. Another big inhale. Exhale. Good. As you inhale, bend back into that front knee. Come up onto the ball of the back foot. We're going to find a twist again. So you can bring left hand to floor or bring that left elbow to your right knee. Rotate the chest to the right. If your left elbow's on your right knee, press your right hand into your left hand and rotate the chest to the palms. Good. Take another big inhale here. Exhale. Good. Inhale, looking down. As you exhale, take both hands down to block or floor. And then straighten that front leg. Take that back heel, bring it to the ground again. Both legs super straight. So you might need to stack your blocks a little bit higher. Pull the chest forward. And then you're going to take that left hip, draw it toward the top of your mat. Good. Press into that front foot. Press your left hand down into block or floor. Right hand to right hip. Use that right hand to roll the right hip. So you're getting into that outer hip. Imagine inner thighs squeezing together. Open the chest toward the right. Breathe. Good. 2 more breaths here. Both legs super straight, getting into the calves, the hamstring, hip. Take your gaze to your bottom hand as you exhale. Good. Inhale, rotate that right shoulder down, right hand down. And then as you exhale, bend into that front knee, pivot onto the ball of the back foot. Find some length, let those hips drop, and then let the back knee drop. Good. Roll the shoulders back. And then once again, bend into that back knee. So here you have the option. You can do the twisting again, right hand to leg, or you can do left hand to leg. Maybe that's a little more accessible to you today. Maybe you have a little bit more range of motion today. Both hands can reach and press and open the chest. Go mindfully wherever you're going and take 2 more breaths. Good. Another big inhale here. As you exhale, release wherever you are with that stretch. Good. On your inhale, straighten the back leg. As you exhale, step forward. Good. On your inhale, nice long spine. Exhale, fold. On your inhale, reach the arms. As you reach the arms, take that left knee to your chest. And then take that left ankle to your right knee. Find that little figure 4. Good. From here, you're going to take your right arm, wrap it over your left. Maybe find eagle arms, so bring the backs of your hands together. And then sit a bit deeper. Good. Breathing. Focus. If you wobble, come back in slowly. Good. Exhale here. As you inhale, stand up, reach the arms up, lift the knee up, and then exhale, foot down, hands down. Good, big inhale there. Side out. Second side. Inhale, takes the arms up. Exhale, fold. Just a little half sun salutation. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, refold. Press into the legs. Inhale brings you up. And as you exhale, hands to your hips. Good. As you inhale, take that right knee to your chest. Good. As you exhale, draw it out to the side. Good. Inhale, foot to leg, leg to foot. And exhale, press everything in. Hips forward, press foot into leg, leg into foot. And then maybe start to lengthen those arms. Good. Big inhale here. Exhale. As you inhale, take that right knee to the side. Exhale to center. Good. As you inhale, slowly reach that leg back, find your high lunge, reaching those arms as you make contact with the floor. And again, put a little bend into that back knee, tailbone down, lift the chest to find that stretch in the front body. 2 more breaths here. A big inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, straightens that front leg. Exhale, hands to your hips, and then taking that back foot, step it out to the side a little bit and in to ground the back heel. Again, inhale, re-straighten the front leg, and then exhale, lengthen forward, getting into that front hamstring. Press down into the feet. Pull the chest forward. A nice big inhale here. Exhale. Good. As you inhale, re-bend back into that left knee. Pivot onto the ball of the back foot. And then here's where you have the choice. Right hand to block or floor, or right elbow to left knee. Good. If your elbow's toward your knee, left hand to right hand, press the palms, lift the chest to the palms. Good. Nice big breaths. Gaze can be down. Good. Take another full breath here. Exhale. Good. Inhale, looking down. Exhale, hands to blocks or floor. Blocks preferably. You're going to take both legs and straighten them again. Take that back heel, walk it in and out so you can ground. Good. And again, if you can't quite reach the floor, stack the blocks a little higher. And then take your right hip, draw it toward the top of your mat. So we're going for that outer hip here. Right hand stays down, left hand to left hip. Pull the left hip back as you rotate toward the left. Good, so really getting into that outer left hip. And then re-engage the legs any little bit. Don't forget to breathe. Good, another big breath here. Exhale. Good, inhale, looking down. Take both hands back to blocks or floor. Bend into that front leg. Pivot onto the ball of the back leg. Wiggle that foot back a little bit. Let the back knee drop. And again, here's where you have options. You can do left hand, left foot. Or sorry, left hand, right foot. You can do right hand, right foot. So bending into that back knee, or both hands, right? Really getting into that quadricep. Take a few breaths. Breathing. Good. Exhale fully here. Good. As you inhale, release that. Exhale, straighten the legs. Straighten the back leg. Good. Planting those hands as you inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, refold. Good. Press into the legs as you inhale, reach it up. You're going to bring that right knee with you. And then right ankle to the left knee. Put a little bend into that left knee. Sit back. This time you're going to take that left hand over the right. Give yourself a big hug. And maybe backs of hands start to reach. That's just a little modified eagle pose, getting into that outer hip. Working on balance. Good. On your next inhale, reach the arms up, lift the knee. And then exhale, foot down, hand down. Big inhale through the nose. And sigh it out. Good. Another big inhale. And let it go. And taking your strap, we're going to do just a little standing series for those hamstrings. And again, if it's going to be too much to extend that leg at any time, keep it a little bent, but keep it engaged. So ground down into your left leg. Take that strap around the ball of your right foot. Good. And then start to bend the knee to begin, right? So you're going to be able to extend that strap in your hand just by letting it go. So bend the knee, find your balance, and then just start to straighten that leg out in front. Because it sounds so simple, right? Just do that while keeping your balance. Good. Now roll the shoulders back, straighten the leg even more. Good. Chest is lifted. Nice. Breathe. Breathe. Good. Slowly bend the knee. Keep the chest lifted. Take the knee to the side. And again, you can use the grip on the strap to make it extend if you need. So maybe straighten the leg to the side. If you need to, let the strap extend. Good. Don't forget to breathe. Good. Another breath. Good. Bend the knee. Good. Bring it back to center. Take that strap so it's outside the knee, right? So you're just going to, instead of inside, you're going to bring it to the outside. Bend the knee. Good. So knee comes back. You're going to let that strap slide in your hand so that your elbow can come to the sky. Your hands at your shoulder, elbow to sky. Yes. Good. Now kick the leg back. Reach the arm up. Find dancer. Maybe this hand finds a little balance. Maybe this hand finds the other hand. And lift and open. Yes. Good. Good. Take another breath. Good. And then from here, you're just going to release the strap from your hand as you slowly lower the leg. Ah, good. Shake out that left side. Take a couple deep breaths. And then we'll do the second side. Hopefully that right side feels nice and long. Left foot. Good. Find your balance first. Right, ground it into that right foot. Lift the left knee. And then straighten that leg any little bit. Once it's straight, roll the shoulders back. Good. Breathe. Good. And then bend back into the knee. Externally rotate the leg. Find your balance. And then maybe start to straighten that leg again. Good. Breathe. And again, straightening is not required. Just a little added challenge. Good. And then slowly bend back into it. Bring the knee to center. Find your balance. Take that hand to the outside of the knee. And then draw knee down. Find your balance again. And then allow yourself to adjust the strap. I'm just going to turn sideways so that you can draw your elbow up to the sky, hand to shoulder. Good. And then from here, press the leg back, lift the chest, squeeze the glutes. Maybe that opposite hand finds other hand, and then breathe a little deeper. Full body opening here. Good. Big inhale. Exhale. Good. To let go of it, just release the strap, bring the foot down, and shake out that right side. Well done. You can place that strap off to the side. We'll only use it one more time when we get to the floor, which we're going toward the floor. Good. Step to the top of your mat. Exhale here. Inhale is going to take the arms up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. As you exhale, plant the hands, step it back, downward facing dog. Good. Nice big inhale and dog. Exhale. Inhale takes that right leg lifted to the sky. Exhale, heel to bum, open it up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw knee to nose, and then knee to the back of the right hand for pigeon. Now, if pigeon isn't happy for you, you can go into figure four. Roll the shoulders back, and then lengthen it forward. So really get into that outer right hip. So lengthen it forward. Be as easy or as active as you like. Take 5 more deep breaths here. I might have lost you. I'm still here. Sorry, battery issue. All in pigeon. All right. Nice. I'm back. Hopefully you are. Oh. 2 more breaths here. Exhale fully. As you inhale, start to walk those hands back underneath the shoulders. Good, exhale here. Good, as you inhale, tuck your back toe. Press it down, lift those hips, spine, downward facing dog. Good, nice big inhale and dog. And exhale. Good, inhale, takes that left leg up to the sky. Exhale, heel to bum, open it up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee toward nose, and then knee to the back of the left hand. Finding your pigeon or figure four. Stretch it out a little bit first, and then maybe start to fold. Taking a few deep breaths here, 5 full deep breaths. Dropping into that outer hip. Releasing and letting go through the neck, jaw, and shoulders. Exhale fully here. As you inhale, walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. As you exhale, tuck your back toes, lift those hips, press it back, downward dog. A nice big inhale and dog. And exhale. And as you inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, drop those knees down. Find a little cat-cow here. Inhale, lengthen cow. Exhale, round into cat. And then come to neutral spine. Come all the way down, have a seat. We're going to get a little bit deeper into those quadriceps if it feels good to you. So you're going to take your right knee, you're going to bend it back so that your foot is on the ground. And so you might just stay here. That left knee can be up, that left leg can be extended. And we're just going to start to recline, right? So you're going to start to recline back a little bit, right? Maybe you come back, elbows are bent. Maybe you come back to your elbows. That knee might lift, totally fine. You're just going to get a deeper stretch into that front of that leg. See if maybe you can press it down a little bit. If your knee's already down, can you squeeze it in toward the midline of your body? And breathe. Good. For some of you, you might have a little bit more range of motion. Maybe you lay all the way back. As you lay back, press down and lift your hips so you can lengthen your tailbone to the end of your mat. But again, be mindful of that knee. You don't want your knee to hurt. You want to feel the stretch through the quadricep. Good. Big inhale here. Exhale. Good. If you're on your back, rolling to your left side might be the easiest way to get out. If you're on your elbows, slowly start to straighten those elbows. Lean to the left, take that right leg, take your left leg out, kind of give them a little shake. Good, then we'll go to the second side. You're gonna bend into that right knee, left foot comes back behind you, and then start to lift that right knee. And again, you might feel stuff here. You're like, great, I'm gonna stay right here. Right? Each side's gonna be a little bit different. I like to press and lengthen my tailbone toward the end of my mat, so I kind of scoop my tailbone. And then you have the option, elbows all the way back, wherever feels that conversation the most. So if your knee is down to the floor, see if you can imagine squeezing it toward the midline of your body. Lengthen tailbone toward the end of your mat. So you're kind of pulling that low belly in. Getting that nice deep stretch there. 2 more breaths. And again, if you're all the way on the ground, just roll toward your right side. It'll be a little bit easier. If you're on your elbows, press into those hands, come up. Then lean to your right, take that leg out. And then take both legs out, give them a little shake. And roll all the way back onto our backs. Good, pausing there. Maybe hug those knees into your chest, give them a big squeeze. We're gonna do one final twist. We're gonna again get into that outer hip a little bit with it. So taking the feet flat to the floor, taking that left leg over the right. And then you're gonna shift your hips slightly to the left so that you're mostly on that right hip, and then drop your knees to the right. So you're gonna feel this nice outer hip stretch while that bottom knee presses into the left knee. Open the arms up wide, and then see if you can create space between that bottom hip and your top shoulder. So that bottom hip rolls away, top shoulder rolls up to the top of your mat. And then you use your breath to get into this stretch a little bit more. Your inhales are going to expand that space. Your exhales are going to allow you to twist a little bit more. Two more full breaths here. On your next inhale, draw those knees back up to center. Exhale, unwind the legs, and then press into the feet, bring those hips back to center. Taking that right leg over the left. Press into that left foot, lift the hips, shift them slightly to the right, so you're mostly on that left hip, and then start to drop the knees to the left. And again, once you're there, try to create that space. Roll the right hip down toward the end of your mat, the top shoulder up to the top of your mat. Create space in that side waist. And then use that breath to find a little deeper stretch. So good outer hip stretch, low back, mid back. Exhale fully here. Press into those arms as you inhale, bring the legs back up. Exhale, unwind them, press in the feet, lift the hips, bring those hips back to center. Press down into the feet as you inhale, just lift the hips up off the ground, find that stretch in the front body, that engagement in the back body. And then one vertebra at a time, bring those hips down to the ground. Lengthen the legs out. Widen the legs, let those knees drop out, the toes drop out. Take a few wiggles, get comfortable. Use any props you need to. It's kind of getting into that best place where you can sit and lay here in restoration, in that stillness. If laying on your back doesn't feel good today, you can lay on your side, on your belly. You can even come up to seated. So make sure it's a place where you can find some stillness, find some peace in the body and mind. And then once you're there, take a full inhale through the nose. And sigh it out. Releasing any excess tension, heat, anything that's not serving you in a positive way. Let it go. Do that a couple more times if it feels needed. But then find that stillness. Allow the body and mind to absorb the energy that's been created and moved in the body, allowing it to find its place where it's needed, to where it best supports and benefits you. And then allowing your breath to come to normal. I'll bring you out of Shavasana with the sound of my voice. Take rest. And allowing your next breath to come in a little deeper. Just kind of notice if you need to stay here and restore a little bit longer, please do. Otherwise, if you feel ready, start to bring some movement into the fingers, the toes, the wrists and ankles. Growing that movement into the arms and legs. Taking the arms back behind you, slide your feet together. Give yourself a long stretch from fingers to toes. And then slowly bend the knees. Your choice, happy baby, windshield wipers, a big hug. Whatever you need to kind of bring that circulation back to the body. And then when you're ready, roll yourself over to your right side. Pause there. Take a moment acknowledging that place between stillness and movement. And then as you're ready, mindfully press yourself up. Come all the way back up to seated. Find a comfortable seat. Allow the eyes to close or gaze down. Hands resting on your thighs. Just allowing yourself to come into the space, onto your mat, into your body. Connecting with those little subtle shifts and changes from the practice. That intention of being present through the movements. And take those sensations, take that mindfulness with you as you make your way off your mat into your rest of your day ahead. With that mindful intention of being present. We'll seal the practice in with that sound of Om or a sigh of the breath. Either one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. or both hands pressing in front of your heart. Exhale fully. Full inhale. Taking a moment. Think of one thing in your life you truly are grateful for. Hold on to that image in your mind's eye as you raise your head for this. Thank you for being here. Namaste. Drink lots of water, get your veggies or sunblock. I'll see you next time.